Yeah. Cavalier mentality, I charge through every bracket. King on the court, LeBron legacy in my fabric. Brown when I'm grinding, dog pound in the trenches. Guardian at the gate, protecting all my riches. Cavs in my veins, championship parade route. Browns in the mud, fourth quarter, never doubt. Guardians of tradition, progressive feel my temple. Training like I'm drafted, work ethic monumental. In the zone, can't stop my ascension in the zone. Discipline my weapon in the zone. Greatness by intention in the zone. It's my resurrection in the soul.
Yo, happy Friday. Appreciate everybody from tuning in to this episode of EnDaZone Sports, episode 12, season 2. Y'all know how we get down. Appreciate everybody for tuning in on the DSMN network. If you haven't already, you should have did it yesterday. Make sure you download that app on your Roku TV. Appreciate everybody that's tuning in on YouTube and on Facebook. We got a hot show lined up for y'all today, but before I go any further, let me introduce this panel. I got daughter Don in the building.
What's happening, world?
T.I. Got the hat, tilt like T.I.
You feel me? Guardians Day, opening day.
We got facts. We got Kales in the building. What's good, bro?
What's going on? How y'all doing?
Everybody, man, I'm coming over here talking like you on Z107.9.
Hey, no,
what's up, y'all? How y'all doing?
No, that's the new mic. It ain't me. I got a new mic. You know what I'm saying? So
you said what?
I got a new mic.
Bring that boy closer to you then. So you ain't got to be like Barry White.
There you go. That's cool.
That's
cool.
I guess. Again, I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Again, like I said, we got a hot show for y'all today. We got a lot going on in both NBA and NFL. Major League Baseball is back. The Guardians home opener today, ended with a solid W. They looking good right now.
Yes, sir.
We'll touch on them a little bit in a minute, but for right now, we got some breaking news in the NBA. Start off the show. Luka Doncic, he went out in yesterday's game with a hamstring. He had the MRI today. It's now been confirmed he will miss the rest of the regular season. And they don't know how much is going to go into the playoffs. But the Lakers sitting at the number 3 seed. They in the playoffs. They ain't got to worry about no play-in tournament. They number 3 in the West. How much of a big impact do this injury to Luka Doncic affect the Lakers going forward, Dar?
Man, it affects him a lot. Now Brian got to put the team on his back. 41 years old. Brian is not the same Brian of 2016.
Man.
So, I mean, mindset, don't get me wrong, mindset, wisdom, can will them through maybe the first 2 rounds. But
oh wow.
As they get closer to facing OKC, I don't know.
That was deep, man, for you to say you could probably get past the first 2 rounds without Luka.
They the 3rd seed. They playing the 6th seed.
They playing the Houston Rockets. Houston that's number 6 right now.
They're gonna be.
Houston got their concerns too. I talked about them on the last show, but that's a big impact for the Lakers. Luka Doncic was playing MVP basketball. He was making a case for the MVP award. Now he might be ineligible for the award, which that is a stupid ass rule. Like, I ain't about to get into that. But he will now be ineligible to even receive any regular season awards. But going forward, this is going to really, I think, hurt the Lakers. The good thing about this for them is they might fall in the standings, but at least they can't get that play in. They ain't got to worry about the play in. They're in the playoffs regardless. They ain't got to worry about the play in. But like you said, Dar, LeBron ain't no spring chicken no more. I like Austin Reeves. Austin Reeves, it seems like he do play his best basketball when either LeBron is out or Luka is out. So I think Austin Reeves' game going to step up a little bit more than what he have been doing, facilitating a little bit more and also scoring a little bit more. Now, you're going to need people like Rudy. Rudy Hashimura. Who they just traded for? Luke Kennard. For that Lakers team,
Ayton.
DeAndre Ayton. Them boys go really have to step up because you cannot replace what Luka could do on the court. You can't replace what Luka was giving the Lakers. Damn near a triple-double. The past, couple of weeks.
What he just dropped on? He just dropped what? 40 on us?
Yeah, like 43 on us.
600 points in like what?
In the month of March.
In the month of March, that's a lot of damn points.
Second all time.
Yeah.
How much is a big impact is this for the Lakers moving forward, Kels?
This is gonna be a big impact because Luka is pretty much their facilitator, pretty much their bailout person. Pretty much everything goes through Luka. And now LeBron was just getting his little groove with learning how to pick and roll with Austin Reeves and with Luka. Now the person who really got to need to step up is Austin Reeves on the scoring tip and the facilitator and on the facilitator tip, meaning that he needs to go ahead and be the assist guy and score more than 20 points. Unfortunately, we will see because in the playoff, he been having his downtime, and that first round playoff series gonna be something because they playing the Houston Rockets, and the Rockets with Kevin Durant and a man Thompson would be able to.
They got their concerns too, man. I think that'll be a toss-up series if Luka is not able to play in that first round. If it do end up being Houston, because like I said, the Lakers can move down. Houston can move up, because I don't.
How many games Houston out of the third seed? Because there's only like 5 games left, right?
I think the Lakers
the last week.
Yeah, I think the Lakers got
this
6
last week. Next, the 14th kick off the playoffs.
So I figured they could keep the 3 seed and Houston gonna keep the 6 seed.
Oh no, I take that back. I'm sorry. Minnesota is the number 6 seed right now.
Oh, then yeah, it's gonna be tough.
It's gonna be tough. Right now, Minnesota's sitting at 46-30. The Lakers at 50-27. Houston 47. So they could be caught. Like they could slip down. Either way it go.
They about to lose their last 4 or 5 games to even go down.
Man, I think Austin Reeves and LeBron could get them 3 out of their last 6.
I don't see the Lakers. I don't see the Lakers just falling off the cliff right now.
No,
I don't. When you got Brian.
Mm-hmm.
You got to understand one thing about Brian. He is very cerebral, and with he spent millions of dollars working on his body all year. So for instances like this, he could be healthy going into the playoffs. He hasn't taken that much of a beating during the season. They do their days off or whatnot, rest periods and stuff like that. So in my mind, I would say Bron is about as fresh as could possibly be, getting ready for Minnesota.
There's gonna be a lot of load. There's gonna be a lot of load.
Yeah, again, I think with Luka and now you're gonna see Austin Reeves. I think Austin Reeves is gonna be their primary scorer.
Right.
Even when Luka did miss games and LeBron played, Austin Reeves was still that scorer for them and facilitating. Bron, as usual, he do his facilitating. But yeah, I agree with you, though. I don't see the Lakers just falling flat on their face. I think they got 6 games left. I think they could go 3-3 and try to sustain that. But it's just gonna be if Luka available for that first round. If he's not available for that first round, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. They
playing Minnesota.
They not beat Timberwolves. I mean, whoever, if it's Minnesota, Houston, or let's just say Denver for that matter. I mean, Denver in the 4th spot right now. Either one of them teams, they're not beating them without Luka. They're not beating them without Luka.
Yeah, not in the 7-game series.
It's gonna be tough. Get some of these comments real quick.
That's a shame.
Oh, we got a Donna sighting. Okay, here we got a Donna sighting, huh? How you doing?
That's a shame though because
we only see Donna when Kale's on here. Hit again, Kale.
Hey,
what up, JD?
What up, JD?
That injury really hurt the Lakers.
What's up, Joe? Hurt the Lakers bad. Their first round knockouts. Definitely first round. Again, if they got to see Minnesota or Houston without Luka, they not. Man, for real, I don't give a damn who they play. Without Luka, they might not survive that first round. I'm sorry, man.
Because Brian can't carry the load like he used to.
I mean,
and they don't have that team. They don't have that. They don't have a team around him who can help him and Austin Reeves to get to where it's at.
Exactly.
That's why I always
Archie Muir could, you know, he could give you 20 at any given time. 20.
He gonna need to get that 20 now.
No, he gonna have to get that 20 each.
He gonna have to get that 20
each game.
Yeah, he's gonna have the average. So you got at least Brian's gonna have to step up. Brian's gonna have to go from his
is not that
20
dude,
to probably 30 or 40.
You say who?
Hachimura is not that dude.
Brian's gonna have to go insane and get and take it back. And instead of that 20 or 19 he get you.
Sorry.
I'm thinking my head. You know how I feel about Brian, and I'm up here shaking my head like, nah, Brian ain't.
Brian
right now, I'm gonna have to drop that 40.
I mean, I think he could give you 40 at least once. I'm gonna say that I think he could give you 40 once, but to continuously do that for a whole playoff series without Luka, I can. And listen, everybody know how I feel about Brian. I'm a Brian fan.
I mean,
is it a severe?
I could give Brian one series, but
one series,
3 series, and then the finals.
I don't know.
I don't know about that, bro.
I don't know because it's gonna be real tough. But the injury is.
I give him 40 in the first series, like
average 40 in the first series.
No.
He might get you 41.
They gonna have to have some luck on their side, brother. Because
if they play Minnesota, they going up against an Ant-Man who's gonna be healthy. Jayden McDaniels, Julius Randle, Rudy Gobert, Ayo Dosunmu has come over there and played some great basketball for them. Bones Highland.
Yeah.
Some good
basketball. Their team is too deep.
Yeah, they team too deep for the Lakers, man. Like,
too deep.
What they better hope for is, even though they
get hurt,
missing the rest of the regular season, that it ain't too severe to the point when the first round comes, he's not able to play in that. But hamstrings are very, very tricky. But big up, well, not big up.
Bronny need to come on up.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Hopefully, Luka, man, get better, get well, man. The Lakers need you. They're definitely going to need you come to playoff time. Without you, it's a wrap like Christmas gifts. One more comment before we move on. 25 points in the playoffs for LeBron without Luka. I mean, he could get you 25.
25, he could get you 25.
Austin Reeves is gonna be the one that be getting the 30s and all that. Like, I do agree with that. Like, Luka will be the one that's going to pick up the more scoring end now that Luka is gone. Moving on to some NFL. The NFL is really starting to piss me off now. Now they're talking about moving the season to 18 games. Is it all about just the money? Do they really care about their players? Do they care about the safety of their players? Let me know how y'all feeling. And y'all too in the chat, y'all too, YouTube, bring in the comments. Let us know how y'all feel about this as well. Should the NFL move to an 18-game series? I mean, that's a series. 18-game season kills.
18-game series, that'd be a long game.
That's a long series.
That's a long series.
No, because it's too much injuries. They already playing 17 games, and people been getting injured, devastating injuries. The more games you play, your star players might get injured more. I understand what they're trying to do. They're trying to bring more money and more revenue to the NFL, and they really trying to expand to Europe and them so they can bring in a Europe team, which financially will be good for them because it's out of seas. But for a team like Cleveland, who have to travel to Germany and all that, that's not a good thing. And then you have to have 2 bye weeks, which would mess up the flow of the game. The only thing I can see that would be good, every team will be even now. Everybody, it won't be like you going 8-9, you going 9-9, you got a 500 record. But other than that,
I think about a tie.
But other than that, it's terrible. It's terrible because you going to mess around and get somebody seriously hurt in this 18-game series. I mean, 18 games dilemma. So I hope they don't go to it. I hope the NFL Players Association nix it. But it looked like it's coming because Roger Goodell and the owners get what they want because the NFL Players Association ain't strong enough to go against them.
That's a lot. How you feel about it, Dar?
So I say no from the aspect of the fans per se, because
we don't care.
Well, you got to realize this. a lot of the fans, especially here in Cleveland, right, with the weather inclements and stuff like that, most fans only get to catch a game or get the a football game experience during the preseason when the tickets are relatively low, right? During the season, you might get 1 or 2 games, and then we kind of fall off a cliff, right? But everybody at home watching the game on TV, or we at the bars and stuff like that, nobody's really able to afford tickets, right, for like a family of 4 or whatever the case might be. That said, I would say no, but from a business standpoint, understanding what they're trying to do and how they're trying to expand, you got to look at it from a different perspective. The NFL is with all these guaranteed contracts. The NFL has to look into bringing in more money, right? They have to look into bringing in more revenue. And how do you do that? You expand. Expansion is going to be costly, healthy, but it's going to be costly on some avenues. But at the same time, I hate to say it, but I don't really understand why players aren't spending the necessary money to keep themselves healthy, right? Bron, the way, and I go back to how Bron trains. I go back to how much money Bron spends to be 41 and still in the game, right? And setting records and doing the stuff that he's do. So his longevity is he spends the necessary amount of money for his longevity. I don't understand why football players don't do the same. Yes, they're going to be exposed to.
I don't think they get paid as much.
And plus, it's a different sport. And
football
is more physical.
Yeah, it is more physical. But and with that said, you know, there's extra training that needs to come with that, right? There's extra there's extra eating habits. It's a lot that goes nutrition. It's a lot that comes into it because your body is going to take a beating over a 17, 18 game season.
You said you don't think the NFL players that keep their body in good enough shape to be able to play an 18
Some
games.
do and some don't, right? Some do and some don't. Some just they get a bag, don't get me wrong, but I don't think they spend I don't think they take their longevity. I don't think they invest in their longevity like they should. Right. So yeah, 18 game season would affect them a lot more because you got brutal knee injuries, you got all kind of hits, all concussions, all kind of stuff. It's a very physical sport.
Yeah,
adding an additional game, 2 buys, it's gonna mess with the flow of the game. And I do agree with Kels on that standpoint. It will mess with the flow of the season and how we look and how we are able to watch football and look at football. But the NFL is just trying to expand, and they have to find a way to be able to compensate their players who are asking for guaranteed contracts and hundreds of millions of dollars. And this is the only way to do it.
I don't think the 18-game season is good for the players either. You look at this past season, look at all the injuries that have been happening this past season. Mahomes, Malik Neighbors, Cam Scatterbull, who else?
What you talk about?
CD Lamb. CD Lamb in some games. And they weren't even halfway. With Malik Neighbors got hurt. What, week 5?
Week 5.
Kittles missed time. So you add another game, man. I agree with y'all. That's just more beating that the body is gonna be taking. Again, it is a physical sport. It's not like basketball. It's not like baseball. You actually out there getting helmets hit to your knees.
Yeah.
Okay. And players nowadays, if you really notice, they don't wear a lot of knee pads no more like they did back in the day. Strictly their uniform, no pads on them. Some still do, some don't. And I get it. The NFL, they did move trying to help the concussion situation by the extra protection on the helmets.
Yeah,
who about to wear a whole another body on football? So I don't think the 18-game season is a good idea. It is just all about money. I don't really think they're looking at the players' safety and the players' health. Like y'all saying, the game that got so big and these athletes that are so good now, people coming to see them. They want to see them. So what's the best way to do that? By putting that product on the field, 18 games in the season. And
yeah, I mean, you got
situation now. If they go eliminate all the preseason games, all right, cool. Eliminate.
It's gonna have to eliminate the.
It's gonna be 2 games.
It's gonna have to eliminate that.
No games. They should just have the OTAs and the mini camp.
You know what's gonna happen?
Preseason right there, OTAs and mini camp.
And you're gonna know what's gonna happen if you. I mean, preseason games are for you to see who you got, for the rookies to get their timing, how to read the books. I mean, how to read the playbook.
Not what they're supposed to be doing during the off season, during mini camp.
No, on the off season. On the off season, you only got the OTAs, which is you got the voluntary OTAs, which people voluntarily come in. Then you got the OTA for like a week. As a rookie, if I'm a rookie, I'll be like, I want, and you going straight into the NFL games. Let's think you're a rookie quarterback and you're supposed to start. You see how these rookie plays now? The quality of the game's gonna be terrible.
Well, just have preseason. Don't none of the big time people play. Don't none of the big stars play. Just have preseason for your rookies and your first second year players. People like that, like second and third year players. I'm
sure they're gonna structure it to where you gotta everything is gonna become mandated, right? OTAs, stuff like that, right? Spring practices, training camps, all those are gonna have to become mandatory, right?
As a veteran, why would I want to give up my? Why would I want to give up my vacation time when I got to pay an 18-year-old game?
Not for the veterans. I'm talking about mainly for and I think it's what you're talking about as well, Dar. For the rookies and the second.
It has to be mandated for the rookies. It would still be voluntary for the. I would set it up in my mind. It would have to go something like this: mandated for all rookies, right? OTAs, training camps, stuff like that, right? You get your playbook, because remember, we got to cut down to a 53-man roster.
Right.
With 18 games, are we going to now, if I was the NFLPA with 18 games, am I allowed, can we expand our roster to have 75 available players?
That's a lot.
You know what I'm saying? For injury and for depth, because you got to realize we're struggling with the 53-man roster. That's why you see so many trades. That's why you see so many moves made during the season. But to your point, Kels, I get that standpoint, but at the same time, this is what the hell you signed up for. It's a job, right? It's a job. So I'm paying you $200-some million. And I got you on the books for $50 million this season. Yeah, we've moved to the 18 games. I'm gonna need to see you first practice.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because here's the thing: when you got quarterbacks, especially when you're talking about quarterbacks, your quarterbacks and your rookies, you expecting your 9 times out of 10, the higher your draft pick is, that person 9 times out of 10 is gonna start. Am I correct in that? So
most likely,
my quarterback is gonna need to get on board with this new pick, right? This rookie. So even though it's mandated for all the rookies, and I keep it strictly voluntary, I'll make it semi-voluntary for the veterans, because you could come, or you could say you don't want to come, but at the same time, I think you should come, because we got to form some sort of camaraderie before the season starts.
Last remark, Kel, so we can move on.
All right. You said rookies. How many rookies get drafted? How they gonna sustain a practice?
What do you mean, Kels? I'm speaking solely for your high draft picks, right? Like if you get a Carnell Tate and he's coming in a rookie camp, we mandating it, but he's a wide receiver. That's a skill position. The number one and number two quarterbacks need to be there so they can start forming some sort of camaraderie. Am I right or wrong?
All right, but like I said, if
we're expecting Chanel State to come in and start, right?
But if I have a veteran quarterback, you think my veteran quarterback want to come in May?
It's your job.
I'm on the veteran.
Books. I don't care. You on the
That's how I've been. That's how I've been.
I don't care. You're on my books for $50 million.
Unless they come in, unless they could come in.
So you gonna tell
quarterbacks,
right? So you gonna tell Patrick Mahomes you need to come in here.
I mean, he could come in if he coming in to work with the young quarterbacks. I get it. I mean, it's a lot.
Catch-22.
It is a catch-22. It's a lot that's going to have to be did. A lot of sacrifices, a lot of moving around, as you said, Dar. That the NFL going to go to 18 games, but they had talked about it. Nothing has been official yet, but we can have a ruling on it real soon. Let me get a comment in here before we move on. We got JD 18 games long, strictly about the money. Players can't even make it through the season now. Big facts. Big facts. Absolutely. They can't. 18 game season will be very, 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 very hard. Look. Look, we talk about fantasy. Look, that's a damn
man. Look, man. Here we go.
The NFL.
I was just joking.
The Cleveland Browns, yet again, coming to a season with another quarterback controversy situation. Now it's been said Todd Monken is leaning towards Deshaun Watson possibly starting the season as the Browns quarterback. Making an open competition. You got Shedeur Sanders, who my thing played well into the season last year. From the time that he got better every game. My question to y'all and my question to the chat, don't forget, y'all chime in. Let us know what y'all think again. Who should go into game one this season as the Cleveland Browns starting quarterback, Dar?
D-Watt.
I just said, before you even said something.
Because you already knew who was going to say.
Listen, man, this is a business, bro. This is a business. I'll say it for the people in the back. This is a business. He's on my books for 46. I just gave this man a $46 million roster bonus check. You understand what I'm saying? If I cut this man before June 1st, I'm on my books, I gotta eat $131 million. So I'm sorry, Shedeur. You look great. You did what you had to do for us. I appreciate you, but Deshaun Watson, it's his job to lose. I'm sorry.
So my question to you, real quick, Dar, and I'm gonna let you finish before we go to Kells. So are you saying that just solely on the contract situation? Because what have Deshaun showed us since he's been here that he should be the Browns starting quarterback? Or again, is you just making that statement based off because of the type of contract that he got?
I think D-Watt is 5-3?
No. D-Watt only played 17? He only played 19 games.
19 games for the Browns.
19 games. He only played 19 games over the last few seasons. So,
but in 19 games, what have you shown?
4 years.
What have you shown?
Not 3, in 4.
In 4 years.
So what
have you shown you, Darwin?
And what's his record, Kills?
His record is not. I was gonna look it. I meant to look it up because I knew this was gonna happen.
But okay, so regardless of the record, right?
It's not good. Put it like that.
Everybody's saying is what is he shown? What has he shown? All right, I'll give you that. What has he shown? He's been injured He's been injured the last 3 seasons.
What's the best ability?
It's availability.
Thank you.
So with that said, coming back off of a double ACL tear,
2,
and then
2
ACL tears, 2
Achilles.
ACL tears, 2 of them to the same ACL. So
no, it was Achilles. It was Achilles.
Okay, 2 Achilles.
Back season.
So
in the same damn season.
So again, my point is this: he hasn't shown much. He's been unhealthy. He hasn't been available. Okay, but at the same time, he's on my books for $46 million.
So So
in my mind, it's in my mind. Yes, it's his job to lose. If Shador beats him out, Shador beats him out.
Oh my God. Okay.
Wow. So again, it's more or less. I gave you that contract. Damn it, you about to get your ass out there and play. I don't care how bad you.
No, hold on. Yeah, exactly. The Kale's way. This is the Kale's way.
No, it's not. Right? Kale's way. Kale's way. If you gotta play when you injured, Kale's way. Forget the money.
You don't get to do that today.
Yes, I do.
Hold on. Am I right or wrong? Because
hold on.
Kale don't care if you beat up, hurt.
That's my
ass or nothing.
With money,
you got to get out there and play.
You got a broken kneecap. Kale's like, oh, you can.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you 3 weeks off, and you got to get back out there. Come on, man. It's the same concept.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
The same concept.
With the money,
it's the same concept. It's the same concept.
Expire. With the money, what do I tell them? Get rid of them.
Yeah.
No, listen, man. Let me tell you something. I said this a couple seasons ago when I really thought Deshaun Watson, when we still had like Nick Chubb and all them, I thought Deshaun Watson had an opportunity to come back and show that he was that caliber of a quarterback that he was in Houston. This is his even playing field. This is his shot. He's 100% healthy, and
is he?
He's 100% healthy as far as I know. I haven't read anything different. So they didn't take him off of IR last year to throw him in there. It wasn't no reason to. We didn't have any playoff implications. We wasn't playing for anything. So why even put him out there? You give him another whole season off. And hey, it is what it is. So you done been out for the last 3 years, and so now it's put up a shut-up time.
What?
You on my books. You on my books. You on my books for $46 million, my brother. I'm gonna need you to perform.
The last good game.
Before I let you go,
okay.
Dar, it's all about the money for you.
Yes,
it's all about the money for you. Hold on, Carol, before you go, we get these comments in here. Appreciate everybody that's commenting. Appreciate everybody that's tuning in on YouTube, Facebook, also on the DSMN network. Appreciate y'all.
Damn.
What up, G?
What
up, fellas?
What up, G?
Watching stupid ass, aka the Tiger Woods of football. I ain't gonna say the Tiger Woods.
Tiger Woods, at least Tiger Woods won something. You know, he got 15 majors.
Man, I don't think Deshaun Watson.
Hey, man, y'all still mad Deshaun Watson got a massage, man.
Oh no! Listen, I done forgot all. Listen, forgot all about Deshaun Watson. Period.
He could have got a massage. He could have got a massage, but damn, not from 600 people.
Women alone. No, Tiger can't leave that bottle alone. That's what.
Tiger can't leave that bottle alone.
Tiger can't leave the bottle alone. Deshaun. All right, that's a whole different story. Go ahead, Kel.
Okay, you said $46 million, right? We were playing that dude $46 million last year. He didn't even play. So what's the difference? What's the difference? So you gonna give a dude who has done nothing for 6 years, his best season with Houston, he threw for 4,826 yards, 33 touchdowns, and 7 interceptions, right? With the Browns in 3 years, dude threw a combined 3,365 yards, 19 touchdowns, and 12 interceptions. And what the heck do I want to see him do again? Throw the ball at people's knees. Why?
That's amazing that you went and got all them stats and you ain't pull up his record.
Because the record doesn't.
That's amazing to me.
Hey, the record doesn't mean
amazing
nothing.
To me, Kel.
Hey, the record doesn't mean nothing.
Absolutely.
Hold up, I gave you the record means nothing. The record means nothing. You know why? Because they still suck. His record was sucky with the Browns. This who y'all wanted. He came in here and gave nothing, not a dang thing to the
sound
Browns.
like a bitter Baker Mayfield.
No, I sound like a bitter Browns fan. Look at a $240 million quarterback, a $240 million quarterback who done nothing for our team,
man.
But gave us loss. He supposed to be the savior of this franchise, right? And all he did. Excuse my French. I don't mean, but raped us for money. That's all he did. He done nothing. He has not done nothing. And you want to go ahead and see him play and mess up a dude who only making $500,000. Whoever
I'm gonna have a real conversation with you, Donna. I'm gonna have a real conversation.
Yeah, she all on Kale's side. That's some BS, man. That's some BS. Hey, Donna, make sure you real transparent and accountable when Kale messing up too.
Oh no, nope. Ain't about to be transparent.
Hold up. Let me answer Kale's real quick.
Okay.
Kale's, you just said.
I just said what?
That he came over here and, for lack of better terms, raped the Browns.
He did.
The Browns saw an opportunity to get better at quarterback. They swung. They swung for the home run, and they missed.
They didn't even get a triple.
Hold up.
He didn't want to be here at first either. But hold on.
So far, they've missed.
So far, it's been 5 years.
No, wait a minute. So far, they've missed. Right? He's been injured. Didn't have a very good first season. Nick Chubb went down. Everything went to shit. Right? Pardon my French. Deshaun is 100% healthy. Do I actually want to see him? No, I'm 50-50 on that. However, from a business standpoint, I can understand why Todd Monken said what he said. It's pretty much his job to lose because guess what? You're on the books, sir, for $46 million. You're 100% healthy. Why? Last year don't count, Kels. He was not healthy at all, coming off an Achilles tear, which he tore for the second time. So
they paid him $46 million to save money.
We paid him absolutely
to save money.
Paid him.
It don't know why? You know why? Because we had insurance on him from his injury. That's the only reason why he didn't play.
So what? They recouped some of that insurance money. Okay.
So now you gonna put him out there.
So wait a minute, Kels. We recouped some of our money. Then we turned around and paid him out. You know what I'm saying? We paid him. We restructured his contract this year to get $36 million more so that we can add to the line versus going through the draft and get better on our offensive line. And we got 100% healthy Deshaun Watson. I'm sorry. From a business standpoint, Deshaun Watson, it's his job to lose. Sorry.
Okay. All right. From a business standpoint, look what happened when the Broncos got rid of Russell Wilson. What happened? They in the playoff, battling for championship, almost going to the Super Bowl.
You want to look at every other team.
No, that's the model. That's the model. You get rid of your
dead weight. Is that really our model, though, Ken?
Your dead weight.
You know that's our model.
Your dead weight is Deshaun Watson. That's the dead weight. You drafted Shadur's. You drafted 2 quarterbacks last year. 2 quarterbacks, Gabriel and Sanders. Right? You telling me you gonna bring
Gabriel's a non-factor. He hasn't.
I'm just saying, but you drafted him. You drafted him 3. You drafted him number 3, third round for a reason because you wasn't even expecting Deshaun Watson to even play this year or next year.
That was all Stefanski.
And so that was all Stefanski, which is part of the reason he's gone.
But now you got Sanders who making $500,000, which he can be your starting quarterback. I'm looking at 2027. I'm not looking at it right now. I want to see what Shador got. If Shador don't have nothing, we're gonna have to go into the draft and get another quarterback. What is Deshaun Watson gonna do for us? We already know what Watson gonna do. Damn, that $46 million.
That don't even sound computable, Kels.
How? You effed up.
Let me tell you why that don't sound computable, Kels.
How that don't sound computable? First off, what is computable?
Wait a minute. No, I have a $46 million quarterback.
Where's
that's
computable?
On my roster. That's on my roster. I got a damn good. I got a damn good steal in Shador Sanders in the 5th round.
So you gonna sit him?
Hold on. He came and played damn good for us, but yeah, he got a lot of stuff he got to work on, right? But he did get out there and get some experience. Now,
what kind of experience did he get? But get his ass busted with a
Kels. I mean, he got come on, Kels. Okay,
so
look,
no,
what I'm saying,
what I'm saying,
you're not even being realistic nor rational.
No, listen, what I'm saying, he got his ass busted because he didn't have an offensive line. You
what
went out and got an offensive.
But what does that have to do with what I'm trying to? What does that have to do with what I'm trying to get across? You're not even trying to hear what I'm saying.
So you basically went out and got an offensive line so you can start Deshaun Watson. That was basically what you saying.
I went and got an offensive line,
yes,
so I could be prepared to start either Deshaun Watson or Shedeur.
Facts.
Period.
Okay.
I needed to strengthen up my offensive line.
Facts.
Period.
Well, we gonna find out.
At the end of the day, I'm sorry. Last second. At the end of the day, Deshaun Watson is $46 million on the books. 1.3 is his base salary. We gave him the roster bonus. I mean, we gave him the bonus. We recouped $36 million in salary cap space, so we could go invest in our line with some veterans. Boom, that's a win-win situation. We've been doing it every single year.
That's a lose-lose situation.
Now, with that said, yeah, it's his job to lose, but at the same time, Shedeur is here. Shedeur is going to be here. That's why Andrew Berry drafted him. We're not drafting another quarterback.
Shedeur ain't going to be here.
Watch.
Shedeur is not going to be here because if Shedeur do not play, what do you have in Shedeur? You don't know nothing because you let a $46 million quarterback, which we already saw for 4 years, do nothing when we drafted another quarterback to take
we not the Broncos, Tails.
I said we drafted another quartaback to
that ain't computable Tails, dog, coming out with the dark dictionary.
Hey, we didn't draft Shedeur for him to sit on the bench for Deshaun Watson. We drafted Shedeur to replace Deshaun Watson. If they wanted Deshaun Watson to play or start, they should have started him last year because he was healthy when we needed to see what he could do instead of coming into this year.
He wasn't healthy at the start of the season last year.
He wasn't even healthy.
I'm talking about he had a window. He had a window to come play with 7 games.
What I would say is this: one thing I do agree with you, Dar, on is this: if he gonna have an open competition and they compete for the job, then I'm fine with that. If Watson beat him out, then it is what it is. He beat him out. But just don't come out flat out and feel like and get the people reason to believe that Deshaun Watson is just off rip fit to be the Cleveland Browns star quarterback, which in my opinion, he have showed nothing since he have been here. And based on what you just said, Dar, it's really just all about the moolah, the money, the dinero, the ring. We're gonna move into the NBA real quick. Let me get y'all thoughts on. I know y'all been seeing the whole backlash controversy involving Jayden Ivey, basically being kicked out the NBA. Do y'all think it was fair for that to have happened to him, and do y'all agree with what the comments he had said? Chat, let me know what y'all feel as well, Kills.
No, I'm gonna go with Dar's situation. It was a business decision for their business. Forget freedom of speech, because his freedom of speech was his belief, and sometimes you cannot go on your belief. I understand that, but it was not warranted for him to get waived. He only got waived because of what he said about the letter group. Okay, and I feel though that is not right. If I don't have freedom of speech, then what do I have? It's my opinion.
Right.
It's my opinion. It's only an opinion. If I offended some people, get this society now is soft. Anything they say, you get whatever. You get. This dude lost his livelihood because he disagreed on what other people did, and all he said is he was a Christian and he loved God. Come on now, and you lost your job because you don't agree with other people, whatever they do. But that's the only reason that conduct detrimental to the team. That's like when you go into your job, they fire you for missing a day. Oh, we can fire you because we missed your day. That is so wrong and so immoral that I don't understand why people is not behind this. Why people get behind this. That's just my opinion.
I'm not against you do what you do, you are who you are. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, just don't bring in my way. I'm gonna let you know off rip. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Don't
exactly.
I don't roll that way. I don't do none of that. But you are who you are. You is who you is. I don't have nothing against them, but again, the man felt how he feels. You know what I'm saying? It's been a whole bunch of things it said in the NBA about players, about whatever this may be, and this situation ain't happened to them. It's like we gotta make. See, I don't want to get too deep in this, but it's just like we gotta make certain people feel comfortable while we feel uncomfortable.
Exactly.
And I don't think that's right. You know what I'm saying? Like, and in Jayden Ivey's case, you know, his comments was his comments. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like he just went off the edge and was talking all reckless. Now, I don't agree with him going that
Steph Curry.
Man.
Oh my God. We love the support, Donna. We love the support.
I did not.
Hey, Kels, you put her up to this?
No.
Yes, you did.
No, I did not.
I mean, I'm gonna keep my mouth closed. I just feel like, again, it ain't like now when he came out and started questioning Steph Curry's religion, I mean his Christianity, and who else he say, LeBron James, and there was a couple of other players. I don't agree with him doing that.
Yeah, that was off the chain.
I don't agree with him doing that. But for him to feel how he feel, that's on him. You know what I'm saying? Like he don't have to. The NFL had to go through it with what was his name? Michael Sam. Yeah. Michael Sam's. You know, you got to make these people feel comfortable. So it's okay for them to say what they want to say out loud, or do what they want to do out loud. And if somebody like myself don't agree with all that, I got to be in an uncomfortable situation to make them comfortable. So if I speak out and be like, "Hey man, y'all got to chill out with that. Y'all go come after me, but y'all letting this stuff, you know," and it's true. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it all depends on how deep in the religion that you are. Some things he said is true. Some things I don't agree with. But for him to be out the NBA now, it's just crazy.
That's the part I don't agree with. Him being out in the NBA, you know.
Yeah, I don't agree at all. How you feel about it, Dar?
I'm gonna say this: conduct unbecoming. Conduct unbecoming is, or detrimental to the team, is
some bullshit crap.
Nah, in all honesty, no. Let me tell you why. This is a business. Word of the day is business. And so when you draw attention, don't get me wrong. I don't get off into religion, right? So I don't fit in the box that others might fit in when it comes to religion aspects and stuff like that. So real quick, I think how he articulated himself is what got him out of the league. I don't necessarily think it was so much. So, you know, when he got to the Bron, you know, challenging Bron and Steph's, you know, they way of life, they belief system like that. That was off the charts. But there is a such thing as freedom of speech, but freedom of speech is not so freedom when it comes to certain people.
So we don't get freedom of speech
when it comes to certain people.
Then
when you have to be able to articulate yourself in such a manner that you are able to convey what you're talking about in a manner that does not
hurt other people,
step over certain boundaries, right? And it's messed up, but in this day and age, in this world we live in now, everything is for instance, I can say, Kels, you weak, and you can say, "Fuck you, Dar." But I can say, you know, Kels said, "Fuck you," you know, and not, you know, but you get defensive and you get upset and you get, you know, so you know what I mean, all of that. But you don't. This world does not take constructive criticism well.
Sure don't.
Let's start there. When you start talking about a group of individuals, a group of people, how you articulate yourself, no, it's Is it you gotta really look at yourself and ask yourself, is this even worthy of speaking on?
Let me ask you a question.
Because Kevin Hart went through it. A lot of our actors and stuff like that. A lot of people have lost a ton of money, damn near lost their careers. You got cancel culture that started 10, 15 years ago for a lot of this. And so now you have people who have lost money, lost time away from their careers, lost their career because they spoke up and spoke out about what they believe in. If it's not bothering you, then is it really worth speaking of? Is it really worth speaking of? I mean,
if you don't stand for nothing, then you stand for you.
But what are you standing up against?
He's standing up for his belief. He just said all he said was why is the NBA celebrating Pride Month? That's all he said. He ain't say nothing dark. He ain't say nothing about how them people live. I don't give a care about a man or a woman.
Come on, man.
Together. He didn't say nothing about
it's
that.
It's a business, man.
Okay, and a business aspect of everything is
that's conduct. Okay. That's conduct detrimental to the team. Why is it? Because you're asking about why the NBA celebrates this.
So again, real quick, I'm gonna say this, then we got to move on. So again, I hear what you're saying, Dar. I hear where you're coming from. I'm a lean more towards Kels and more or less agree with him. It basically just boiled down to, it's messed up because how people feel about the alphabet community. So now to protect them, we got to be uncomfortable ourselves. And I just don't agree with that. I don't think the man said nothing.
I don't
to him. Have a job, but it's
no, he out of a job.
It's out of a job. It's sad how society is nowadays. And I'm just saying that again. I don't have no issues with him. We know, hey, that's what you do. This is what I don't do. We all good. On a brighter note, before we get up out of here, we got two more subjects to hit up real quick. Quick takes. Cleveland Cavaliers, babies. Yes. Clinched the playoff spot for the fourth straight season. But let me pump the brakes a little bit. Let me know what y'all think. Chat, let me know what y'all think. Can we really be happy? We made it to the playoffs 4 straight years. But the way we playing now, especially defensively, we'll fuck around be a first-round dropout. I'm glad that the Cavaliers are in the playoffs. I hope they get it together. I hope Kenny Atkinson find the remedy for the sickness that we got, which is the defense. Our offense ain't been looking too great either. The past couple of weeks, our offense of efficiency has tailed down a little bit. But nevertheless, when you still got players like Mitchell, James Harden to lead your group, I wish I could say Evan Mobley lead that group, but then you always got a chance. So Cavaliers in the playoffs, 4 straight season. How y'all feeling about that real quick?
I feel that they're going to play better in the playoffs. I think it's down to this season is long. They go out through the motion. They finally clinch. They clinch wherever they clinch the 4th seed or whatever seed they get.
They just clinch the playoff spot.
Right, whatever seed whatever seed they get, I think they're gonna come more prepared in the playoffs. I think the season is coming to an end, and they ready to get the real season started.
You better hope they don't see them Atlanta Hawks. I tell you that much.
Yeah, I had a stat on them too. That it's crazy how close they are to get
them boys. Them boys their season around quickly. Dora, how you feeling about that before we move on?
I'm ready to get going. I think Kenny Atkinson can. I think he's filling out his roster, 8 to 10 man. But that 8 to 10 man roster got to be defensively sound, and I think he's working through that. So, I know I would like for us to go from number 4 to number 3, but I don't know if that's.
No, we don't want to see Boston in the second round.
We're gonna have to see him at some point, so we might as well get it over with. At the end of the day, I still got, I'm still on Atkinson neck about, my expectations, but I ain't gonna speak on them. But I will say, with the addition of Harden, I like what I've been seeing from Mobley, from Allen's play. I like to see. I'm liking what I'm seeing with Donovan Mitchell, Sam Merrill. Sam Merrill played a hell of a game last night. I thought he was everywhere. He was all the way around the ball.
Juicy.
and Strus is back. So I'm eager to see what they're gonna do, man. I'm ready.
Yeah, I'm happy. Cavaliers, let's give it for the Cavs one good time. Again, 4th straight season on making the postseason. Let's just see if they could get further than what they did the past 2 seasons. One year we got knocked out. We beat Orlando in the first round. Then we got knocked out to the Knicks in the second round.
Yeah.
And then I think we got knocked out by Boston last year.
In Indiana.
Yeah, Indiana, the Pacers. So we beat Miami. Blaze, we beat Miami first round last year. Took them out, wiped the floor with them, but then we got our floor wiped with ourselves. But big up to the Cavs. Let's turn this boy around, man. We got 16 once the postseason started. Was it what? 16 games.
16 games.
16 games to win that trophy back to Cleveland without LBJ. Another Cleveland team. The Guardians baseball season is back, man. The Guardians had their opening day today. Cubs 4-1. Rookie sensation right now early in the season, Chase Delauter has been playing like not a rookie. He's been playing like a vet, smacking home runs at the right. Had a home run today, had 3 hits today. What are your expectations, real quick, for the Guardians this season? What is the ceiling for the Guardians this season, Kels?
The ceiling is win the division and go to the Central Division champions.
Dar.
World Series, baby. Let's go.
Hey, you might as well go for the gusto. If you gonna go for it, go for the gusto.
No, I'm just gonna get him saying right there. If they go to World Series, I want to be proven wrong. So let's get to the championship.
World Series, man. Come on, man. This is baseball, baby. You got 162 games. Let's go.
Damn games down too.
Yeah, and with our pitching looking better. We got another, we got another hitter. He can step up, and he a lefty at that. I'm loving it.
We've been begging for power hitters for years, man.
Years, bro. We've been missing power hitters.
Alomar, Ramirez, and
now Kyle Mazzardo got to start hitting now, and we'll be and Hoskins got to start hitting. So
once they get their feet up on them, we gonna be all right. But
that's a good start
right now.
Yeah,
I love the start.
They were 5-3 now after 8 games, 5-3. They had a big series that they won against the defending champion Dodgers, which I love to see that they did a number on them in LA
and in Seattle.
And then to come home and get the home opening win against a good team in the Cubs who beat us in the 16 World Series.
Yeah, 3-1 comeback.
We was up 3-1. I don't know how that happened.
Man, that was a whole fluke. I ain't about to get on that. The raindrops falling, drip, drip. Now you want to stop the game while we got momentum and we come out and lose. Like, come on, man. Like,
right.
And then they ain't want to see the Cleveland be celebrating
twice.
Two championships. Two
championships. They knew Cleveland was going. Hey, they knew we was going to take Cleveland up with two championships.
You thought it was bad just with the Cavs winning that year. You saw how it looked.
Oh, the Guardians going to be off the hook.
I'm talking about if both of them would have won that year. Oh, my goodness, man. People would have had off days at work. They ain't give a damn business closing. Man, they ain't.
Man, everything shut. The whole city shut down.
Hold on. Dari shut that down for his business. You got to watch it on TV.
Hey, I'm paying you, boy. You got that
Hey, guess what? For as a token of appreciation for all your hard work, the Guardians win the championship, Cavs win the championship, and the Browns win the championship. Yeah, we gonna have a week paid holiday, man, for sure.
Listen, I hope they do.
You go have a week overtime.
The Guardians ceiling. I hope they get the division, win the division title, and at least at minimum get to the ALCS. Great show, fellas. Great show. I appreciate everybody that tuned in on YouTube. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button at EnDaZone Sports on the YouTube channel. Also, for those that are watching on the DSMN network, I am pleased to say, man, the network is doing great. It's doing good. We got more shows to come. Be ready for all that, man. We taking over the best. I repeat, the best network in the land. DSMN with the best sports podcast show in the land. EnDaZone Sports. Great show again, fellas. Appreciate everybody for tuning in, man. Y'all stay safe, stay sound. Have a blessed, productive, positive weekend. And we gonna catch y'all same time, same place, Monday, 7 p.m. We gonna get it cracking as we do as usual. Any last words before we get up out of here, fellas?
Yeah, Kels, the word for the day is business.
And the word for the day is call off.
J-O-B. Nah, word.
Call off.
You got your ass. I don't care what's going on. Hey, man, y'all stay safe, man. Catch y'all Monday. Same
Cool,
time,
man.
same place, man. Peace.
Yeah. Cavalier mentality, I charge through every bracket. King on the court, LeBron legacy in my fabric. Ground when I'm grinding, dog pound in the trenches. Guardian at the gate, protecting all my riches. Cavs in my veins, championship parade route. Browns in the mud, fourth quarter, never doubt. Guardians of tradition, progressive, feel my temple. Training like I'm drafted, work ethic monumental. In the zone, can't stop my ascension in the zone. Discipline my weapon in the zone. Greatness by intention in the zone. It's my resurrection in the soul.